Today we have this 1957 Smith Corona Silent Super vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. The margins are located right here, and that's where you'll stop on each side. I like them at the beginning and end of the page like that, pretty close. This is your paper bail. It's got 3 rollers and it's got fingers on each side to help hold the paper down. And what that does is helps the print looks much cleaner when you have that much support. This little switch will dictate the color. So this is when you put it up, it'll hit the top portion of the ribbon, and if it's down, see that red dot, then it'll hit the bottom portion and it'll print in red. We'll show you how to do that in a little bit. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit the line space, get you back to the beginning, and it'll skip 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip that back 1. It'll skip 2, 1 more, skips 3. We're going to keep it on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line. So we're going to switch that switch back down to red. Very nice typing machine. Switch that back up to blue. Prints really nice, much quieter than your average typewriter. It's a Silent Super, and it's really smooth. I really like it, and kind of like a luxury typewriter for Smith Corona. Very popular too. To pull the paper out easy, you just flip this switch towards you, and it unlocks the rollers underneath the plow, allowing you to load thicker paper or pull the paper out easy. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. It's got this paper tray that you can use to hold the paper upright. Backspace is on your left keyboard, works good. Shift on each side and shift lock on the left. Clear it, you just hit the shift button again. It's got a tab function. Right now we should have 1 tab set. To clear it, you just hit the CL button here on the right side on the top, and it shouldn't have any. It'll just slide to the end, but we're going to set one in the middle by hitting that set button, and then it'll stop right there at that spot. And we're going to keep one there because every now and then somebody will accidentally hit that tab button and it'll slide all the way to the end and cause wear and tear on your typewriter. So we're going to keep a tab in the middle. We got, open the hood, we got your spools and your touch control. Here's a little close-up of that. From low to high, this builds tension when you go higher. So when you hit the keys, you just have to hit the keys a little harder. When you're on low, you don't have to hit the keys as hard when you're typing. And all the brand new ribbon is loaded on the left side here, so it's pulling to the right on a clockwise counter. And to switch that, there's a switch above the backspace here. You switch that up and it'll start pulling counterclockwise to the left, and that works good. I'm going to switch it back down so make sure it still pulls to the right side there. It's got a carriage release on each side. Allows you to control the carriage freely. Works good. And one function that I forgot on the keyboard is the margin release. It's labeled MR. You hit that and it'll allow you to type past the margin. So normally you get to the margin and it'll lock up the keys so you can't type anymore. So if you need to finish a word at the end, you hit that MR button, it'll allow you to finish that word. And this other feature here is this little lever here. You push that forward, it'll disable your spacing mechanism. So you flip that back and you can hear those clicks. Each click is a space. So now available on eBay or Etsy, search Brooksaw Antiques.